What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
All right, what you got for me today?
So yeah, I mean, I've been following some of your content for a while, and I was really happy to see that you're doing like the life maxing videos. I'm a college student trying to work on my business right now.
How
I'm
old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay. You didn't listen. I said 18, 21 and up. But go ahead.
So
21 and
yeah,
up.
hmm?
Go ahead. What you got for
so
me?
yeah, just working on my business right now. Recently went through a breakup, broke up with this girl because we weren't really going the same direction, like family wise, life wise. So
Okay, don't gloss over that. Family
yeah,
wise, life wise. What does that mean?
well, we're both from like different cultures. So me versus like I have a very like traditional Christian family. We're all
Mm-hmm.
very African in our family. So her
She
family,
doesn't have a traditional Christian family?
she's different religion, still very religious, but different family, different background.
Okay, so what you knew that before you started dating her, right?
I did. I wanted to make it work. It was my first like serious relationship, but it didn't end up working out.
So okay, what made it not work out?
Honestly, it was those little tensions that built up within, like knowing that we'd have to go into a future where we'd have to like fight to make it work with our families.
Mm-hmm.
That over time they put like stress on the relationship.
Okay, so how long were you guys together for?
A year.
Were you guys having sex?
No,
Okay. I think that's probably added some more stress. Did you want to have sex or were you waiting for marriage? What was going on?
I waited.
Was she waiting too?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys were just waiting for marriage and it just didn't work out. Okay. Get to the next part of your what's going wrong.
So yeah, I'm really working on my business right now. I'm a student at I guess a pretty good Ivy League university. So I wanted to help other kids and their families try to get the same like results as I am. And I just started, so I'm not expecting like big success right off the bat, but I'm putting in that work.
Okay. How's your what exactly is the business about?
So it's like a college admissions consulting thing. So a lot of times students have trouble like writing their college essays, their applications, whatever, and I'm there to like give them specific guidance.
Okay. What are you studying in college?
I'm studying computer science, so that was my passion for a lot of my childhood and something I wanted to do as a career. But I realized that I didn't want to have to be beholden to the job market to anything that was going on in society in America, and I wanted to have like my own dedicated like income stream.
Okay. And that's why you're working on this now. Okay.
Yeah,
Good. What about your romantic life? What do you plan on doing with that?
honestly, I feel like I I'm not done with romantic life, but I one thing that made me realize that like okay, this relationship isn't for me anymore is that I was a lot more interested in working on my business and trying to help as many students as I could than focusing on that. I would like to have that going on in the background, but it's not super, super important to me right now.
But that doesn't make any sense though, because a woman, if she's adding to your life, if she's bringing you peace, I would say she helps you focus on your purpose even more. So was it just the family issues, or was it that she wasn't enhancing your life?
She was a good girl. She was bringing me like happiness and peace, but at the same time, I felt like I had to put a lot of like time and sometimes a little bit of stress and worry into that
Into
when it
what?
wasn't
What
about peace.
exactly? What exactly is that? What exactly?
Like I was trying to because I came in like pretty insecure, and that changed a little bit over the last year. But
Okay.
I'm constantly trying to like be really, really good, and because this was my first relationship, so I didn't have a lot of experience. I was trying to be
Okay.
really
Hold on. Slow down. Because there's always a deeper problem than you guys always tell me at first, and I have to uncover this shit. So you came into the relationship insecure. Insecure about what?
honestly, I was just insecure by myself because I grew up feeling like I wasn't like I've done some soul searching on this myself, but I grew up feeling like I wasn't like nice, giving. I felt like I was selfish, and I tried really, really hard over the last year to be like more emotionally intelligent and like, be more giving and be less selfish.
Mm. So you listened, you fell for the bullshit and you realized that's not what you wanted to do. So you felt like you were in that relationship trying to please her.
I was trying to make her happy, but at the same time, I'm like there was many points in the relationship that I specifically drew boundaries. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So I don't feel like I gave up so much. So I was like I was very mindful of having those boundaries, but at the same time, I felt like I was putting a lot of stress on myself.
But that's the well, here you go. So it's not what you just said. You sound like a smart guy. What you just said proves that you were just with the wrong woman. And it's not something that you should not focus on. It's something that you should maybe focus on to get the right girl, because you're talking about waiting for marriage, bro. So what do you expect to go through Ivy League school, get a computer science degree, work on his business, and then that right girl for you is just gonna appear? Or do you think that you need to also, if you want a long-term partner, you also need to improve being able to maintain a relationship, attract a woman without having to fucking make her your entire world? Because what it sounds like is you made her your entire world. It was exhausting, and you decided, okay, this is not going to work out for me. It sounds like everything else was just icing on the cake for you, but you felt like you were exhausted in the relationship. So what exactly do you think not working on this area is going to give you?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I my kind of thought process was that like, okay, I'm gonna focus on like building myself up to a person where I'm like really proud of myself, and then I can be like, okay, now I pick people like, okay, I know I'm fine. So if you have a problem with me, then like, we work on that together. It's not just me constantly beating myself up in the relationship.
But the way you get to feel proud is also through relationships, by understanding what you like and don't like in a woman. Are they going to give you a degree in computer science because you say you're going to work as a computer scientist, or like, or you have to work and get through classes, get through divisions to eventually become qualified to get this degree? It's the same thing with a relationship. Y'all, what's crazy to me about men is y'all are willing to put in the work with everything else in your life. You're willing to go through the grind 4 years plus to get this computer science degree. You're willing to maybe even start a business. But the number one decision you need to make in your life, which is picking the right partner, you guys are willing to not put in work with that. How the fuck does that make any sense? Like, and it comes with the most consequence. You picking the wrong woman will leave you just how you were, exhausted, not fulfilled. And if you marry the wrong woman, you end up getting divorced and she take half your shit. So why do y'all think that this part of your life you get to not do anything? Oh, I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm gonna just work on myself, and then she should already come ready to go. How guys? How is that gonna work? So listen, as you're getting this degree, as you're working on your business, you need to also improve your relationship skills, being good with women, being social so you can find the right partner, not doing anything about it and thinking that you're going to wake up when you have this degree and be automatically more successful with women is a joke. That's that monk mode nonsense. And it doesn't work. It's going to have you getting finessed when you eventually are ready to get in a relationship. All right, you guys are waiting for Cinderella. Somebody just commented, this ain't Disney Channel. That is so true, Luis. These motherfuckers think it's Disney Channel. Oh, I'm just gonna walk and the princess is gonna appear at my fucking door. What the fuck? Yeah, everything else in my life I'm willing to work hard on, but not women. Oh yeah, they gotta. Whew, I don't want to deal with that. How does that make any sense? So okay, go work on it. You need to improve your skills with women along with your degree, along with your business. So you're the man that can have that financial stability and that relationship stability as well. All right. Cool.
Got it.
All right, man.
Do you have any like looks maxing tips for me? I
got to get rid of the gases, bro. The 4 eyes ain't helping you, dog. You got to get rid of it.
I have contacts. I just got out of the shower though.
Okay. Well, maybe we can make some money to afford LASIK or something.
Yeah.
Because that's going to drastically improve your looks. Being a smart, intelligent man doesn't mean you have to look like a geek. Looking like a geek ain't gonna make you attractive to girls. So get in good shape. You look like you got a fro. or like a flat top or
It's
something?
a little like I don't know.
Okay, you don't even know. What is that? What are we doing with
I
that?
usually run a fade on the sides, but it's been a while since our last haircut.
Okay. So yeah, let's work on that. Let's maybe always have a clean haircut. Maybe experiment with a curly fro, right? Maybe get rid of the glasses. Let me see your teeth. Okay. You're still young, so you got time to maybe afford something better or improve that in the future. But you can get in better shape, you can get rid of the glasses, and you can at least have a clean haircut. All right, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, bro. Peace.